Got a question here that was sent, and we may have kind of responded to this, but I just want to clarify. This goes back to the payroll protection program, Gary. Does a minimum of 75% of the loan have to be used towards payroll to be eligible for forgiveness on the loan? Does it have to be 75% of the, so I borrowed 100 grand, does 75 grand of that have to go towards payroll to be eligible for forgiveness? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Is that too much in the weeds?
Yeah, no, that's not too much in the weeds. That's the requirement. In fact, we went through that this morning in our own company. So our costs end up being on the operating expense side that we would even consider only about 10%. So yeah, you need to be using it for payroll. What they're not interested in giving you money so that you can pay down another note that's a higher interest rate and get a loan at a lower interest rate. I mean, that's what the requirement is about. It's a stimulus, it's an injection, it's designed to keep people working, keep payroll flowing. So, you know, they're not ignoring the idea that, well, you might have a rent payment on your building. So it helps the person that's, you know, collecting the rent for the building. So you can use some of that, but you got to use it for payroll. That's the idea.
Another recommendation I would make, one of the questions that Tovia asked earlier was from a company with 100 people. So we had one of our managers go on one of the local television stations this week, and we're paying all our people, right? Because I want to be able to qualify the loan. I want to be qualified for the forgiveness if we decide we're going to exercise that option, and that means I got to employ my people. Well, my people aren't all that busy right now, so we had him go on and do an interview in one of the local television stations, and simply extended an offer that, hey, we've got a lot of people that are sheltered in place or whatever you want to call it, elderly people, people who are immunodeficient or whatever, people are high risk, and we're all over the city all day in our trucks. If you need deliveries of medication, if you need deliveries of groceries or supplies or anything, call us up. And we got vans all over the city. We'll drop stuff off and put it on your doorstep. And the response to that has been absolutely like mind-boggling. Like, people really appreciated that. It was funny watching the interview. I didn't do it personally. One of our managers did it. But she came out like, what? You're doing what? And he reiterated that point. And people have been calling saying, hey, you know, could you pick me up some, you know, again, these are vulnerable people. And you may have people take advantage of it, but I don't give a rip about that. You know, I mean, I'm more concerned about the people who just need the help. Lots of things that we can do to improve our presence, our brand, the quality of our brand. If you're going to employ your people anyway to be compensated or forgiven on these loans, let them get up there and do some community service. Imagine 5 or 10 of your trucks parked up on the side of a highway, cleaning up 1 mile section of the highway. You're going to pay them anyway. The government's going to pay you back for that. Get them out there doing some public service. Do whatever you can. Get your trucks on the road. Get the media will cover that stuff. They'll eat that crap up. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do to make an impression.